I will be recording this for all of you to go ahead and be able to share it with yourselves, friends, and
And
coworkers.
video shit.
So, hey, I'm Robert Force. You signed up for. Oh, there's somebody calling me. I wonder what that is. Hmm. Hey, somebody's on the phone. Hello? Oh, well, there's the festival people calling us. Okay, we'll turn them off. So, anyway, here we are, logged on and ready to go. Name's Robert Force. I'm going to be uh, demonstrating, teaching you Norman Blake's tune, Slow Train to Georgia. And so the Slow Train song it was really opened the gateways to me. Oh, I'm getting this. I'm not quite sure what all the better answer. See what's going on. Yes, hello. Well, we're up and running. You're calling in the middle of. I don't need that. We're okay. Goodbye, everyone. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's jump right ahead. Anyway, a little bit of story about this tune. I was sitting on the front porch of our little house here in Fort Townsend, just overlooking the bay, and this wonderful lady came walking by. She's got her guitar, named Carol Hossey, and she's playing this tune. And both my friend Albert and I were sitting there going like, "Hey, that's a pretty catchy tune. Where'd you get it?" She says, "Oh, no, I just heard it." So she taught it to us, and we learned to play it. Called "Slow Train to Georgia." Had all the good elements that we liked about a song. And Albert and I, entered it to our repertoire. This is about 1980 or so. About 3 or 4 years later, we were doing a co-bill down in Los Angeles with this guy called Norman Blake. Now, Norman Blake was part of the original Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and he won a couple of Grammys. You probably remember his work in "Oh Brother, Wherefore Art Thou." He was part of the band of that group there. And so we're backstage with them, and we said, Norman, back in those days, remember, no internet. Oh, no internet. I'm sure most of you remember that. So we're backstage with them and say, Norman, we've been playing this song for a couple of 3, 4 years now, and we know that. I mean, you travel all over the country, and you know lots of players, and maybe you know who wrote it. And we started down by, and we got that funny look on his face. He said, well, I wrote that song. And so we added it to our repertoire again and played it and put it on one of our albums. And, these days when I started going back online and teaching at festivals, they have these rules. And the rule says you cannot play somebody else's tune. You can't teach somebody else's tune. You need to express written permission from that person to do so. And I thought, this is just too good a tune not to bring back to the dulcimer world. So I wrote to Norman in Rising Fawn, Georgia, and I said, would you mind if we did this, if I did this? And he took my original letter and he wrote back on, use my songs any way you want, Norman Blake. So that's why, folks, I get to bring this beautiful, simple, American handwritten folk tune and put it in your grasp. And of course, like most things I touch, I had to do things with it. So you'll find that what I like about this tune, not only is the word simple and easy and straightforward and describe a situation and touch that popular chord about things that are true for all of us, or for many of us anyway. But also it opened up my floodgates of being able to bring in so many of the other things that I do. So the vamping kind of rhythm and the chuffing of the sound to make the train, the flat picking, which allows the barriers. You know what it sounds like? You come up to a barrier and the train's going by and it goes ding 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 ding. It's like how do you work these wonderful sounds into a song and make it go forward. So that's what we'll be doing today. So Slow Train to Georgia by Norman Blake, arrangement by Robert Force, Albert Daché. Starts off with a D-A-D tuning. Okay, so we're in a D-A-D tuning. First thing I want you to notice is that my dulcimer doesn't have any extra frets, so therefore you won't need any. Okay, we're going to be working with, first of all, the chuffing sound, okay, or the vamp. Now, a vamp, what is a vamp? A vamp is, you know what, let me play a little bit of the song so you know where we're going if you haven't heard it yet, okay? Okay. Down by the city bridge, the cold gondolas roll. Falling down from Birmingham, about to dirty, that's like coal. So some of the techniques that we'll do a song, we'll learn the song phrase by phrase so that you walk out of this workshop saying, I can play that song and I can teach it to you. And I have more fun, I tell you. Been playing almost 60 years now. I've had more fun with this song and teaching it to other people and seeing it evolve and bringing it up in a jam and having say that's a pretty cool song, because basically you got 3 chords, you know, and as they say in the business, 3 chords and the truth. And you also have one little sort of minor and a little bit of a staccato jump down. So all the things that make a tune jump. So the first thing we're going to learn is the vamp. And the vamp is, we got to see what that train sounds like. Okay. So train to Georgia, everybody get on board. So we have to see what that train sounds like. And that train is, we're going to, if you have those of you that downloaded the tab that Quentin Stevens wrote off the internet, it basically starts on that G, that bar G chord, except that what we're going to do, it's not in your notes, is we're going to learn the vamp that sets up that G, and that vamp sounds something like this. So I'm hearing play in it. I'm hammering on. Slide it up, and then doing a double beat. I'm getting that train, so I'm gonna play, hammer on, slide up, get to that G and double beat. So you'll hear, here we go. I'm just going to do it a bunch of times. That train is sitting in the station, getting ready to haul that dirty half slack coal. Here it is. I'm getting that last thing because that da-da-da-da-da chap. So I'm giving it that next crack across the bottom so we get that popping sound. Say, and I'm going to go through the chords. So basically you got G, 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 G. I'm doing a full bar here. You can play it any way you like, I guess. And then D, which is a 2, 3, 4. And then G again. I'm calling this actually G modal. And the reason I'm calling it G modal is because it's just the 1, the 5, and the 1. There is no extra fret, not fret, there is no extra note that defines it as a full chord with a third or something like that. So, because we got G, 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 D, D, G. We'll do it again. G, 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 D, G. Now here's the stretch. Some of you are going to have to use your thumbs to get to that. Me, I've got long hands. So C is your next one. And going from a full stretch, from a full G to a C. Here's your C. So whichever note you use to cover it, we're using a 3, 4, 6. So 3, 4, 6 is the C we'll be using in this one. So basically you've got your 3, 3, 3, your 2, 3, 4, your D, your 3, 4, 6 is your C, okay? And that's pretty much basically it until we get to the middle of the song where we do something like, So we're going to go back down to here, which is your 1-1-1, or your, a very bold E minor, if you will. Okay, and we're going to hop to it. Okay, so the other thing you'll know is that at some point you're going to see me calling G modal and G modal, because it's going. I'll move this finger up out of the way so you don't see it. So there's a G, a real G, and if I just lift up and I'm on this, that's actually a G modal. Okay, G modal means it has no third to define what actual what chord it actually is, other than it's a very strong G, which makes it a G modal. So here we go. Take it slowly, phrase by phrase. We got, gonna get that train going. Ready? Here we go. Da da doo, cha cha, and that cha cha at the end gets that train. Remember, you got those wheels coming around. Da da doo, cha cha, da da doo, cha cha, da da doo, cha cha. Here we go. G G G G D G C. Hold that C. Down to the D. G and modal. G and modal and C and G. And here it goes. G, D, two forms of E minor, and E minor, E minor. Get that finger out of the way. E minor, E minor. So it's that last jump. We're going from the C to the D to the E minor. And that's the only tricky. That's the tricky part, getting that jump. And you'll see in the context of the song that we need that because we got to get back into that and into the rhythm of the rails. Oh, speaking of the rhythm of the rails, those of you that know Steve Goodman's song, City of New Orleans. Last week, I actually took that train from Memphis, Tennessee, down to New Orleans, and a bunch of us brought our instruments and sat there in the club car and did all those things. Played cards, drank whiskey from the bottle, listened to the wheels rumbling beneath the floor, and sang that song. So, those of you that are in Georgia, I adjure you, next time you see that slow train coming down and those flashing things, be there. Have the song for it. So here we go. G, D, G, C, G, D, and G and modal, and G and modal, and C, 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 G. Here comes the jump. G, D, E minor, and G, D. Look at that. Look at D, da, 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 and then we're going to go back up to a G, a D, and that closes it to the G modal. I'll do that slowly. We got G down by the city bridge, the cold gondolas roll, hauling down from Birmingham that dirty half-slack coal. It's kind of important to get that G in that dirty half-slack coal. I could let them move me on through summer rain or drought. Comes the jump, but just like the circle says, southern serves the south. One more time on that. We'll do it slowly then. Down by city bridge, old gondolas roll. C, hauling down from Birmingham that dirty G, half-slack D. And I could let them move me on C to summer rain or drought. Here comes the hop, 'cause just like the circle says, southern serves the south. Okay, now we'll get the verses and we'll get those parts worked in. But I want to show you a couple of the techniques that make it work for me. Number one is that I use the side of my hand right back here. So if I'm holding my pick here, and the side of my underneath the finger here is going to be resting actually on the strings of the dulcimer. How can I say that? There it is. It's going to be resting on the strings of the dulcimer themselves, because I want a chuffing motion rather than I want a. So what's happening is I come across the strings, and the fat part of my thumb, the base of my thumb, comes across and chokes it off. And let's be very, very careful when you're doing that. It's not da boom, da boom. It's not two motions, it's one motion. You get. And when you're doing the chain, now I'm going to ask you to do that during all of these chord changes, just so you can get the feel. And we'll string the song together eventually. Don't worry, we'll get that part. So here we go. We got. One more time. I'm so struck that oftentimes when I do these videos that I watch my right hand and I said, there's nobody can actually tell what's going on. My hand is still moving the same way. So if I weren't telling you that it's crossing the strings, muting it, and then finishing with a mute and that same thing, it's like, how come his hand is still doing the same thing? You can't see that I'm doing that muting because the hand is still looking like a regular strum. Okay. Going to show you one more element, and I don't necessarily, some of you will get it right away, some of you won't get it right away, and some of you will work at it, and some of you will say, who needs this? But over the years, I've incorporated into my playing a certain kind of flat picking style that I call the dulcimer roll. It's called the roll because it's like a banjo roll, and that is, you're not, a flat picking would say, I'm going to do ba, like individual string, like, I mean, that would be a flat pick where I'm picking each string out with, as I fret down here with my pick up here. But this, as a roll, is just a pattern. And the pattern is, one gets picked away from you, comes up on the string, two gets only on the bass string, and your third is the middle string coming up. So you got away, up, away, up, away, up, away, up, away, up, away, up. But when you put it together and you find yourself, it's what I used to call arpeggiating a chord. Now, arpeggio means you take the elements of a chord, like here's a D, but if I arpeggiate it and pick the elements of it up, so we're going to find that we're going to use this just briefly in a couple of places when we get to the where the barricades come down. And I tell people that, I'm telling you now, well, when you get to the part where of that song where the chuffing of the train goes away, and instead you're hearing the ding 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 barricade come down, I say, this tune is now yours officially. You will own the tune. And it goes like this. C. So now I'm going to say we're going to use the chuffing for the first part of it, and then we're going to go to where the barriers come down. So listen to how it sounds. Isn't that fun? It's like, okay, wait. And actually I had, I don't know, it was about 6, 8, 10 years ago, I was going through Georgia, and I was visiting, I think, Fernando Beach, Florida, and gone up to Georgia. And I did see a slow train on its way to Georgia, but not from Georgia. And I got to sit there at that flashing sign outside of Amelia, Fernando Beach down there in northern Florida, and watch that slow train say, "Southern serves the South." And there it was, chugging its way into Georgia. And I'm sitting there at that flashing sign going, ding, 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 ding. You think, hey, art imitates life. That's what that's all about. So I'm going to sing it through. There's no real changes to it. So just going to follow yourself into the simplicity and the rhythm of it. I'll keep it good and slow, I hope. It's a slow train, so we'll try to keep it slow here. Okay, everybody get on board. Take that dirty half slack coal. I'll enjoy it. Here we go. Down by the city bridge, the coal gondolas roll, hauling down from Birmingham that dirty house like coal. Well, I could let them move me on through summer rain or drought, but just like the circle says, Southern serves the South. 'Cause hard luck, yes, and trouble, Lord, you know I've had me some. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bum. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time. Take that slow train to Georgia. He's worried when that slow train goes. Well, 40 miles an hour low, we're rolling down the line. Greasy rails and red light trails through the longleaf Georgia pine. And anywhere that sunshine falls, that's where I wanna be. That sunshine, Southern special, roll me to the sea. Hard luck, trouble, Lord, you know I've had me some. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bum. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time. Take that slow train to Georgia, and ease the worried minds, take that slow train. I do wish I was living somewhere down by those tracks. Come on, gal, mom, pop, you know we won't look back. And I'll take down this old dulcimer and I play it every day. Let that slow train to Georgia ease my blues away. 'Cause hard luck, yes, and trouble, Lord, you know, had me some. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bomb. Let me tell all you good people here that it's just about time. Take that slow train to Georgia and ease a worried mind. Let's take that slow train. Repeat the chorus. 'Cause hard luck, trouble, Lord, you know I've had my song. Getting older every day, I'm another weather bomb. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time to take that slow train to Georgia and ease a worried mind. Okay, obviously I sing it bombastically. The person who taught it to me, and Norman Blake himself, sings it more like a folk lament. So there you are, stuck along the railroad track, and you see that train coming by, and you know, and it's a very real. I think there was I think a lot of great folk tunes have certainly been written by people waiting for that ride they wish you could get. You got Gordon Lightfoot waiting for that big old 707 while he's down there in the cold in the grass, and you got Norman Blake watching that slow train go. And the other thing I like about this tune, and I actually had to if you go out on the internet and you look up the lyrics and you go to Mudcat or something like that, this is one of 2 or 3 places where the artificial intelligence translators don't do their job well, because what Norman is talking about is slack, S-L-A-C-K, not half sack coal, not half slake coal, but half slack coal. And the sort of the ironic folk image of this, when you're talking about a culture, and a good folk singer, a good songwriter is going to capture that culture in that moment, you know. And so hauling down from Birmingham. Now Birmingham's are the big coke mills, and they're making lots of steel, and all the good high burning coal is being used up, and the stuff that is just nasty and it's full of dust, the half slack coal, is being shipped back down to the poorer households. So that dirty half slack coal, my grandma and my dad eventually, we had a coal-fired furnace, and sure, as a kid, my job is to stoke that furnace with a big old shovel, and boy, it sure was nice when you had big chunks of coal and not those little dirty bits that were dirty and small. Anyway, and so that dirty half slack coal, and then I also had to finally learn that the Georgia pine was called a long leaf. And up here we got lots of pine trees, or fir trees rather, and they're all short needled, you know. It's like, oh, I mean, so once again, learning the culture, the tradition, the place, and then that simple, what I love about the song, what I think makes it a universal, 2 things, and one is that this the idea that I'm a hard luck person. And what I really want to do is be able to hop on that southboard train and be away from the need to fire up that coal burner, and just be where the sunshine's gonna fall on me. And then I obviously changed one word in the song, just one word. Now Norman, he takes down that old guitar and he plays it, you know, all night long. Now me, I took down that dulcimer and I play it all night long. So for me, it's that the anthem of taking down that dulcimer and playing it all night long. So a couple of the things you might have noticed as going through the performance is, like, I call it the tetherball effect. Those of you who remember tetherball, there's always those kids on the playground that go bap, 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 and you never see the ball. It just goes up and we never get a chance to hit it. So you'll notice that sometimes I'm getting out of the, I'm letting the dulcimer ring out. I'm not doing, not playing all the way through, but because, okay, and the reason is you want the song to be able to breathe, and you also want to be able to accent those moments within the song. So while you're learning the song and while you're adapting it for your own, or while you're teaching it to others, and by the way, guitar players love this song. It does everything they know how to do, and there you'll be this dulcimer player saying, wow, there's a real cool tune by one of the kings of guitar and country music in America. So anyway, put you in good light, So take it one at the top. We're going to get that train running. Here we go. We're going to slam on, and it's a cha-cha. It's kind of like a Caribbean feel to it. Da-da-dum, da-da, da-da-dum, da-da, da-da-dum, da-da, da-da-dum, da-da, da-da-dum, da-da, da-da-dum, da-da. Got a slow train to Georgia. Everybody waiting to get on board. Here we go. Next time. Down by City Bridge. Cold on the road. Bowing down from Birmingham. Dirty past like here. And I can let them move me on through summer rain or drought. But just like that certain says, Southern serves the South. Because hard luck, trouble, Lord. You know I've had me some. I'm getting older every day. It's just another fair weather bomb. Let me tell all you good people here that it's just about time to take that slow train to Georgia. And these are worried minds. In fact, that slow train goes like this. Here come the barriers. Back to the train. Yes, 40 miles an hour, Lord. Rolling down that line. Racing rails, midnight trails, that long leaf Georgia pine. And anywhere that sunshine falls, that's where I want to be. And that sunshine, something special, roll me to the sea. Because hard luck, trouble, Lord, you know I've had a son. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bomb. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time. Take that slow train to Georgia. He's worried about, let's take that slow train. I do wish I was living somewhere down by those tracks. Come on, gal, mom and pop, no, we won't look back. And I'll take down this old dulcimer and I'll play it every day. And let that slow train to Georgia ease my blues away. Because hard luck, trouble, though, you know I've had me some. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bomb. Let me tell all the people, it's just about time to take that slow train to Georgia. And these mind. Now, you may have noticed that about halfway through that song, just as I see if you're watching, see if you're paying attention, I inverted the chords. Okay, So instead of playing my G's here as a 3-3-5, I inverted the chord and played it as a 5-3-3. And then I went up and played the C the same way using a 6-4-3 chord. I got back to my G because it's really hard to do the pull-off that happens after that spot because because of the way I do my fingering. But try that one time. So as we get through up here, the second time through, go and see how the timbre, the tone, because by pushing the bass side of the song, we just give it a little more guts, a little more low end. Here we go. Down by City Bridge. Regular C, D, now we're going to invert it. One more time. Invert. Stay inverted. You know, folks, that's really it. I mean, the rest of it, you got the chords. There's 4 chords in there. There's these little syncopated hops, but frankly, that's that's the way I do it. That's the way I've been doing it. I like the pop. I like the excitement. I like being able to, bring out sort of the pathos of the song, and yet have it end up triumphant. Because I'm a fair weather bum, but by golly, at least I know I'm a fair weather bum. You give me a little ray of sunshine, and I'll be there. And
Robert,
yes, let's go. Open up.
when you mute, do you always only mute when you strum out?
Say that one more time.
Do you only mute when you strum out?
Am I mixing what I'm not quite sure.
Like your thumb mute.
What are you talking about when I'm doing this? No, didn't quite catch the question. One more time.
Yes. When you mute, do you only do it when you're strumming out?
No,
like
I don't do anything all the time anyway. I vary it. I mean, I don't really have a straight way through of doing anything. If I want to bring it down quietly, maybe I'll jump to the bass side. If I want to do that chuff, then I'll maybe either I can make a hard chuff or a light chuff, depending on how that train is pulling up the grade. The only thing I probably do the same every time is that and that's one of the things I wanted to say to you when I said when you have that, you have it, because when you can when it sounds like it really should sound, that's not it. So it's little things. So once again, I think it's the playfulness and the fungibility, if you will, of this song that let you put so much into it. When we recorded it, I had a friend of mine who was a record producer guy, and he said, you should have done a full stop when you got to "'Cause hard luck," but that when you're in a recording studio, you'll find that exact moment where you can pull a full hard stop. If you could, I can do it by myself. I couldn't do it by down, "'Cause hard luck. Trouble, cause hard luck, trouble, is that cause hard luck, so once again, the the lyrics lend themselves. And you ladies out there, it's just as good to have some guy waiting up there in that cabin up in the hills rather than some old gal waiting for you, you know, but trying to honor the song and the way it was written, you know. But yeah, anyway, more questions on that? Should we play it all together one more time, and should we pull out the stops or sing it soft and slow? Anybody? Oh, we have plenty of time. We got right through this one. Tell you what, let's work on that chuff. And go ahead and hold the bass string so you're doing a 3, 3, 5 instead. It's just a little nicer chuffing sound. Actually, I like the other one better. There's no way I can show you to do this other than that. Let's get that lights on here. Is it? Just put it in the context of the song again. I'll sing it through. This time I'll sing it instead of talking it through, and I'll try to leave the histrionics out. I'll put them in the concert tonight, but for now I'm just going to sing the song, okay? C, G, D, G and modal, and G and modal, and C, C, G, G, D, E minor, G, D, G. Down by the city bridge, cold gondolas roll, falling down from Birmingham, dirty house like coal. And I could let them move me on through summer rain or drought, but just like the circle says, Southern serves the South. 'Cause hard luck, trouble, Lord, you know I've had my son. I'm getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bum. Let me tell all you good people, it's just about time. There's that slow train to Georgia, and he's a worried mind. Well, 40 miles an hour, Lord, rolling down the line. Greasy rails and red light trails and the long-leaf Georgia pine. Anywhere that sunshine falls, that's where I wanna be. And that sunshine, something special, roll me to the sea. 'Cause hard luck, yes, and trouble, Lord, you know I've had my song. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bum. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time to take that slow train to Georgia. These are words. Let's take that slow train around a couple times. And again. Again. I do wish I was living. We're down by those tracks. Come on, everyone, mom and pop. No, I won't look back. Now take down this old dulcimer and I'll play it every day. And let that slow train in Georgia ease my blues away. 'Cause you know, hard luck, trouble, Lord. I've had me some. I'm getting older every day. Just another fair weather fall. Tell all you good people here that it's just about time to take a slow train to Georgia. And these worries mine. Now, what's really wonderful about this tune is because it's in G, there are so many great opportunities for lead. I mean, that's why the guitar players love it. And so what I want you to do, I'm going to play the tune, and in your own individual, I actually will go through once and I'll show you a lead while you're playing so you can hear what a lead line sounds like over the top of it. And then I'm going to hold it down and I want you to play with that, with the lead line concept. And the lead line means you got your notes from G to G, and as long as you're doing 2 or 3 notes at a time and pause, 2 or 3 notes at a time and pause, and a slow song like that, it's really going to work. So let's take it one more time with this lead concept in mind. And you know, a lead, it's more like a lead improvisation filler piece, okay? It's not like, wee, I'm way out there and I want everybody to come with me, but a tasteful fill, a conversational addition to the song you're playing. So we'll do this part, we'll go through it once, and then after you've established it and you're playing, I'm going to keep that tune in my head and do a lead line to it. 1, 2, ready. One more time. Now you do it. One more time for you. So here's a secret about that lead stuff. It's like, because it has that jumpy thing at the end, you probably want to get out of your lead before then, because then it sounds like you've just slammed back in with the band, but dun, dun, dun. Okay, you've come back in for that finale with that strong. You're up there going, okay, so you have that natural trampoline. You know, the band is running around going, okay, we're ready for it. When you get back in here, we're gonna go bum 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 bum. You know, and so anytime you're stepping out into the world of lead or improvisation, you know, just keep in mind that, you know, the place that you get back into the song, you don't have to noodle your way all the way into the end. You can go halfway through and then jump back into or piggyback on the melody that's already happening, or or the chords that are already happening. And sometimes you can even stop and pause on that pause, and then, you know, if you can find a spot where you don't, it doesn't have to be noodle, 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 noodle throughout the whole song. You can find a spot. Yeah, I'm going to stay on this chord, and I'm going to add a filigree, go to another chord, add a filigree. Anyway, it's a way to back into an easy way to hear and play and illuminate the songs. So I guess other than playing it again and having you play along with it, if you feel you have enough for it, great. If you want to stay on a couple more times and I play it through, I'd love it. If I knew that out there, I can see you're across the top there. If I knew that I was able to hold down the rhythm enough for you to play the lines, lead lines against it, because this is one of those great, really regular tunes right up until the last da 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 da, you know, which gives you the ability to step into that creative, what I call illumination, the conversational part about music. In fact, hey, one more time, and this time I'll sing the stuff very quietly underneath it, so you'll be concentrating. All I'm going to try to do is just hold down the middle, the bare bones of the song, and give you the line, because you could say, okay, here we go. So here's that train in the station. And keep it slow. Here we go. Now. Down by the city bridge, cold gondola roll, falling down from Birmingham, that dirty house like coal. I could let them move me on to summer rain or drought, but just like that circle says, something serves us out. 'Cause hard luck, yes, and trouble, Lord, no, had me some. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bomb. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time. Take that slow train to Georgia, and he's worried my that slow train goes. Well, 40 miles an hour north, rolling down the line. Greasy rails and red light trails, see the longleaf Georgia pine. Anywhere that sunshine falls, that's where I want to be. Let that sunshine, something special, roll me to the sea. 'Cause hard luck, yes, and trouble, Lord, you know I've had me some. Getting older every day, another fair weather bomb. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time to take that slow train to Georgia. And he's worried by that slow train. Take that slow train one more time. I want to do the bells this time. Here they come. I do wish I was living somewhere down by those tracks, Come on, friends, mom and pa, you know, you won't look back, 'cause I'll take down this old dulcimer, I'll play it every day. And let that slow train to Georgia ease my blues away. 'Cause hard luck, trouble, Lord, you know I've had the song. Getting older every day, I'm another fair weather bond. Let me tell all you good people here that it's just about time to take that slow train to Georgia and ease a worried mind. Okay, I guess we can try and take questions. It's been a little hard for me to hear. We're really close to the end of it, but we've managed to. I hope you walk away saying, okay, I see the way he does it, and he got all fancified, and he's got all these breaks and those chuffing songs. But as a tune that describes a place and has a place in Americana, in our own history, the fading days of the great empires of trains and coal. Anyway, that's what I have for you, and I want to thank Norman Blake for giving me the permission to teach the song and to put it back into the world as a dulcimer tune, as an anthem that you guys can take down that old dulcimer and you can play it every day, and let that slow train to Georgia just ease your blues away. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Robert. Good class.
For the Southern Pacific Railroad, I want to thank you guys for getting on board for this trip. And y'all take that song out there and make Norman Blake proud, okay? All right. Have a rest of a good festival, y'all.